Can you talk about the players that you were able to recruit into this class and what on the defensive side of the ball and what they bring, just in general?
Yeah, I think in general we were able to add 12 defensive guys from this class. I mean, that goes all the way back to, Josh Harvey Clemens and Shaq Wiggins having to sit out, and they're actually eligible next year. Drew Bailey, a defensive lineman from Pearl River, as well as Jair Alexander are actually here right now. Addressing some needs up front in that corner. And then overall, when you look at it, we felt like we needed to add some rushers. We signed 3 outside backers in this class that I think can give us some rush, because with our offense, we're going to be winning games in the fourth quarter. You've got to be able to finish the game with some rush. And we were able to add quite a few safeties. I mean, we were actually going to have probably 4 safeties in this class. We're losing 2 early to the NFL draft. So we're starting over a little bit right there. And we're going to give everybody that we signed, as well as in our program, a chance to compete for certain jobs.
You see yourself using Harvey Clemens at safety or at outside linebacker?
Well, he'll play safety in our base, and in our nickel stuff, he'll be our nickel, which is the star position. He's long, he's athletic, he's played it before. He's already up to 228 pounds, so I'm looking forward to getting him on the field.
And will you use Reeve at corner at that point? Or
Reeve will stay at safety, but he still can be, a nickel, a star for us. But he gives us a chance to get some depth there from that standpoint. Reeve has played nickel, he's played safety, so we're going to mix and match and move guys around.
Coach said you were up late till 3 a.m. with emojis and all kinds of stuff with Gigi Robinson. And
yeah.
What was that experience like?
Well, I mean, I think it's a tough decision. You're talking about a young man that I think at the end obviously had Auburn's a place in his heart on being there. His dad's the all-time sack leader at the University of Auburn, has a road named after him. But at the end of the day, I think Gigi saw a chance to come here, compete for a title, opportunity to play, and get his degree and get developed. And I think those things, everybody's life takes a different path, meaning that my son's opportunities in life is going to be different than maybe what I chose. So each person's got to make their own decision, do what's best for them, and we're certainly proud to have him a part of our family and look forward to working with him.
Todd, just how much did you guys? Lamar Jackson won Gigi Simmons. Seems like that played a big deal in it.
Well, I think
made him a really big pro.
Well, I think that first of all, you're talking about a guy that's 6'3", 300 pounds. We were pretty good in the run defense this year, and anytime you can get big guys that are athletic, can win one-on-one blocks up front, and generate pass rush in the one-on-one setting, those are the kind of guys you want to have. And Gigi's the kind of guy that will be stout against the run, but he can also give you that one-on-one pass rush. He's really athletic. He reminds me, he used to be a tight end before he played defense this year. When I was in Dallas, I coached a guy named Marcus Spears, that if you went back and looked at the history of Marcus, there's a lot of similarities in the path that Spears took from high school to LSU to the National Football League, that in my eyes, I have a vision for Gigi and what he can do. So look forward to working with him as well as the other guys that we got committed, and take the class that we have with the players that are on our campus right now, mesh them together to give us the best combination of players for next fall.
Did you know that you had Gigi when you saw the facts?
No, this morning. I kind of knew this morning. I mean, recruiting is about relationships and trust, and players understanding that you really care about them and their wants and their needs and where they want to go. And a lot of it's kind of like a marriage. It's a mesh. And this was a good fit for Gigi. It was a good fit for us. We're extremely excited about being able to coach him and develop him and have him a part of our program. He's a quality young man, very good academically. He's a guy that you want in your program, so I'm proud that he's a local Cardinal, and he's going to be with the other guys.
Do you have any reservations on recruiting fields?
Not at all. We did a lot of research. We've actually been recruiting Devontae all season. He's a guy that we started recruiting back during the season, did a lot of work, talked to a lot of people, watched a lot of tape, and we're comfortable with where he is. He understands the decision that he made, but more importantly, he understands the opportunity he has now and the chance he has now to get a quality education from the University of Louisville, to continue to develop as a young man, and then also be able to go out and develop himself as a player. He's a tremendous player that has a chance to be very special, and there's no doubt in my mind he understands the standards that we have for him, and he's looking forward to the opportunity to showcase what he can do.
He's got 1 year, right?
No, he's got 2.
He's got 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is that like? Just to have a guy who's already been really good at the highest levels of college?
Well, as a coach, you're excited about coaching guys like that because defense is about one-on-one matchups, being able to make plays. He's going to play the same position that Lorenzo Malden played. We'll mix and match and move him around a little bit, but that's a position for playmakers and guys that can win those kind of battles. So we're certainly excited about meshing him with Trayvon Young and some other players that we have on our team to get us the best players out there, next fall.
Can you discuss Amante Cabin and his game and how he fits in with your defense?
Yeah, he's a big physical guy inside. Very good tackler this year. Had a high number of tackles, and when you watch, he was a good tackler in space. This day and age, your inside backers have got to be able to tackle in space. He's got some cover skills to him, both as covering tight ends and backs. He's got some size to him that he can take on linemen if needed. I think he's a guy that gives us some depth there that we can groom to the position. I think our inside backer position is probably one of our more focused positions right now in the sense that we've got Kelsey, we've got Burgess. Keith Brown's a guy that can play there, although we're probably going to move him outside this year. Stacey Thomas is in there, Isaac Stewart. So by getting him, it allowed us to maybe move some guys around. It gives us some depth there.
Very good. Thanks.